Good morning, friends. We are going to jump right into this today because I have had an exciting week. Let me get comfortable in my chair here. Make sure we're set up. So I'll get you updated, but I can't believe after just really kind of changing my focus for only a week, what has happened. It has been a whirlwind. So today, oh my gosh, it's been like a whole week since I've sat here and done this, and that is not my intention at all, but because we're back to Monday, I really feel like I've kind of brought some things forward by really focusing on them. I think manifesting works. What you think is what you will create in your life, and we'll talk about that. So let's kind of get set up. We'll get a space for our numbers up here. Let's put a little sticker. Let's find a quote today. Let's see. Work on you for you. I love that one. Let's put that on. I like that these are clear back too. So I'm going to put that up here, and then we'll get a little star or something to kind of mark off what we see as coming through the most, and we'll put that right here. Let's get a spot for, let's see, what do we want? Do I need any others? Nah, I don't think we need any others. I'll just do, we'll put the tarot here. Just wash my hair and it's getting in my eyes. Let's just do it a little smaller to leave us room. And then we'll put one over here for affirmations. Set this up down here for journal, gratitude, and leave a spot for goals, overall goals. Okay, so courage was a big one last week, and I'll tell you what, let's just catch you up. So I told you I was in the process of trying to sell my business, which I thought would be a long process. I thought, who would even really want to buy it? I've had this small business of like natural care products and wellness and so forth, handmade, everything. I built this brand, I got it into stores, I sold online for 10 years. It's been pretty successful, and I decided it was time to move ahead. And I just kind of put it out there that that's what I was doing, and several of my customers offered to buy, and I was kind of talking through everything with one of them. And it just felt like it was getting really overwhelming for me. And finally, I approached a store of mine where we had both started our businesses around the same time, and said, listen, the products sell really well right here. You have a second store. You can sell it online as well. I have a large customer base locally. We can get everyone else ordering online. What do you think? And within a couple of days, by the end of the week, I had, actually by Friday, so that was on the weekend, and by this past Friday, just 3 days ago, they said, yes, we want to buy it. We settled on a price yesterday, and it's sold. From that point, I then sent a thing out to my customers, and I had already done like a clearance sale or whatever, but I had some stuff left. So I set like 30 product bundles out on my Facebook group, and they all sold out immediately yesterday. So I am literally sold out of all of my inventory. The business has sold, and then I have all of this equipment, including like stainless steel tables, things like that. And I had another offer to buy everything from someone who's only like 40 minutes away. So I didn't even really have to list it. I had just asked a question in a group and said, where can I sell this? So it has been an amazing journey. I also had, with my new job, a really great team dinner that I had to travel for that I was a little stressed about, but it went really well. And it has just been something else. So all that said, I would highly suggest taking the time, even though I'm really busy today. I have a lot of things to do to clear this business out and, work my full-time job. I am still very much committed to doing this. So I wanted to make sure I sat down and got it done. So let's get to our cards. Ooh. Okay, well, we're not going to have all of these jump out, but we'll let 2 of them. Okay, so it says, I do not dwell on others' thoughts of me. I know who I am and where I'm going in life. That's a tough one. That's something I was just thinking a few days ago that used to be a lifelong struggle for me. Of course, it still is a little, but it used to be a big struggle for me. I used to really worry about what people thought of me, and I really don't so much anymore, to that degree, of course. What can I do to push negativity aside and focus my thoughts on positivity? So I have a feeling this positivity word is going to come up, and it's something that I have wanted to do, and it's something that's actually been in my mind to consciously think about if I'm having some kind of negative thought or gossipy thought or just something that isn't going to do anything for me and certainly not for anyone else, to turn it around. So it's literally just stopping and catching myself. I'm allowed to say no. I do feel like this, and even with work, I feel like that's true as well. How have I taken on more than I can handle in the past? I have definitely done that in the past. I just told the whole story of the business that I sold, saying I started it at a time that I was just at a breaking point when I turned 40, that I was in education as my former career for a long time, but I was doing a lot of like travel and coaching and teaching and testing and going to inner city schools, but still teaching at the university. And my husband's job had him all over, and I was raising 3 boys, and it was just a lot. That's when I took on more than I could, and felt like it says to not overfill your cup in the future. Well, I sold the business. So I feel like these are kind of just reaffirming what I'm already working on. And I think that's fine too. All right, let's look at our self-care. How can I embrace failure and use it as a stepping stone to success? Well, I could look at selling my business as I didn't grow it to the extent that I thought I was going to, and I could look at that as failure, but I don't. I think it was very much a stepping stone to success, and selling it is going to allow me to have all of this open space to do new things. And financially, it's also allowing me to do some things I wanted to do. Okay, let's do our pocket affirmation. I have a feeling these cards are going to keep growing, and this will get longer and longer, especially with the tarot cards and as I find new things. Oh, you know what? I also need to link the unicorn cards, I think, in the description. All right, so this is the pocket affirmation. Never give up because great things take time. So true. And our last regular card before we get to tarot is our Cats Against Anxiety. I'm just sitting here as I do each time I do this, looking out at my birds. And it's a beautiful day, just so nice. Oh, It's okay to be scared. Yeah, you know, I've had a lot, fear has been a big theme throughout my life, in terms of anxiety and just, you know, struggles with that. But it is okay to be scared. Countdown. All right, so these are some techniques that will help you to alleviate anxiety if we want to do things. This is helpful particularly if you're in a panic mode, if you've ever had panic attacks, and I certainly have experienced them throughout my life, and they are awful. Really debilitating, but one thing you can do is use this technique. Look around you. It just stops your mind from reeling and spiraling and makes it focus on something else. So 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can smell, 2 things you can touch, and take a deep breath. I find that definitely is very helpful. Okay, so let's do our tarot. We want to get a card from this one and a card from the unicorn. This is a really pretty deck and it has the meanings on them. I feel like this one's sliding right at me, so we're just going to do it. Okay, the Death card. So you look at the Death card, and I know from years of having readings that this is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it actually speaks to new beginnings, and that's what it says. Yes, something's ending. I just described what ended. New beginnings, change, transformation, transition, end of a cycle, and that is certainly true. So I'm actually excited to see this card come through. And anything else we need to know? Oh, there's the number 13. We'll see if that comes up in the numbers when we do those. 13 reduces to a 4, which is about control and organization. Organization is something I really need to have a handle on this week for sure. All right, let's do our unicorn. This is such a cute deck. And this is the 6 of Pentacles. I love the unicorn cards. They're just so pretty. So you can look and see this unicorn is kind of bowing down. This one's bowing down. We've got 3 like kind of pieces of gold, 3 pieces of gold equaling the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, I lost some volume here, but I just wanted to say that the 6 of Pentacles, and you can see by the posture of the unicorns, it's really about giving help and receiving help, and kind of doing, if you're in that position to receive help, you know, doing it graciously. And you can see that this really kind of speaks to grace. So receiving help and giving help, I think I've been in both positions lately, and I think I've really been focusing on doing it well. I really helped a friend last week with something, and happy that I was able to be in a position to do that when her daughter was hurt. And we'll do our calendar and our numbers in just a moment. But with the tarot, we're going to, I kind of want to focus on the new beginnings. I'm just going to write down new beginnings. End of an era, but let's focus on the new. Our affirmations, we're just going to say fear is okay. And I'm going to combine it with this one. Keep going, never give up. My overall goals again, reduce anxiety, like really reduce it, like 85% at least. Increase my strength through weight training. save for a home, and look what just happened financially. And then increase my knowledge, particularly of health and wellness, through my ebooks. So, and again, I'll share the books that I'm reading, and I'll always kind of link them in the description below so that you can get one if you want. And journaling. So again, we still have to do our, let's do this first before we do a journal. Fresh air can be a powerful reset for energy and mental clarity. Try taking a short walk outside today. I actually did not get to the gym this morning, and I was thinking, ugh, I can't believe I did that. I really needed to get there. My son's home on spring break, so I thought, well, maybe I'll go and just get like my legs training done today, so I'm on track. And I actually, when I was taking a shower, I said, you know what, I'm going to go and do the legs training. It only takes 20 minutes, and then I'm going outside and taking a walk. So I had already set my mind to do that, and this reinforces that that is exactly what I want to do and need to do. Let's do our numbers. Gosh, they don't want to come out. Only two, barely two came out. 3 and 4. So it could be 34, it could be 3:40 on the clock. A lot of times for me, numbers come up on the clock for me, and I'll just start seeing them everywhere. So it could be 43, 4:30, any of those things. It could be just one of those numbers, but generally they're together. Okay, so our theme is positivity. Focus on new beginnings. And today I'm going out for a walk. And think of that death card. It is a new beginning, but I have to do the ending as well. So I need to finish closing out the business. And that includes, I'm working with my accountant as well on taxes, so that can get stressful, but I'm also just going to see it as an exciting thing because we're getting something done. I'm grateful for the sale of the business. I'm grateful for a beautiful day to go outside. And I'm really grateful for an amazing community of women I've gotten to know through my business that I will still know. And hopefully build here in a whole new community. So that's where we are, friends. Thanks for joining me.